ॐ जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ. Om. O gods, may we always hear with our ears what is auspicious. O worshipful ones, may we with our eyes always see what is auspicious. May we live our allotted life hale and hearty, offering our worship unto thee. May Indra of ancient fame bestow auspiciousness on all of us. May the all-nourishing portion be propitious to all of us. May Garuda, the destroyer of all evil, be well disposed towards all of us. May Brihaspati ensure all our welfare. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto all. We have entered into the Shanti Patha of the Kaivalya Upanishad and the Shanti Patha for this Kaivalya Upanishad, because it belongs to Atharvana Veda. Therefore, Bhadram Karnebihi Shrunuyama Devaha. What is the essence of this Shanti Patha? First of all, praying for the blessings of the God for the successful completion of the task undertaken by us. Then, complete removal of all obstacles. Then, fitness of body-mind complex, which is the only instrument for either Shreyas or Prayas. Then, to obtain all the marvelous spiritual qualities or to become an adhikari, a fit person, gnana prapti yogyata. And then realize God by the grace of God alone. So, the body, mind belong to God. The desire is by the grace of God. Its fulfillment is also by the grace of God. So it is a journey from God, in God, and to God. In my last class, we have just started a little bit more elaboration. What is the first thing? Om. Om is a complete mantra. Before beginning any undertaking, one should utter what is called auspicious words. And there are two auspicious words. One is called Om, another is called Atha. That is why Shankaracharya gives a beautiful explanation. These two words are supposed to have come from the mouth of Brahma himself. Om and Atha. So tasmat etau mangala vachikau. They are what is called auspicious words, which means they will remove, even one of them removes all the obstacles. And for that, Bhagavan Krishna in the 17th chapter has added two more. Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat and atha. So Om, Tat, Sat, Atha. 4 auspicious words. Usually we take only Om and Atha. So if we say Om, there is a peculiar custom in Bengali. We say Durga, Durga before undertaking any journey. Journey doesn't mean only travel. Journey means the beginning of any enterprise, any somebody wants to construct a house or start any journey, start a course of study, or start a new job. Life is a journey. Everything we do is a journey. So, Durga, Durga, oh mother, please bless me. There is a beautiful song in Bengali explaining this. Ami Durga, Durga bole. If I utter the word Durga, then nothing can deter me from obtaining what I want. So here, Om. Traditionally, both the Guru and the Shishya. Why? On the part of the Guru, the qualifications to be able to express. A Guru is taken for granted that he has got all the necessary qualifications. He is a Shrotriya, that means he knows the scriptures, and he is a Brahmagnani. Brahmanishta means knower of Brahman, and Akamahataha. He doesn't teach out of any ulterior motive, but purely as a service to the divine. So that is the Lakshanas of a Acharya or Sadguru. What about the Shishya? He should have that we are going to get here actually Shraddha, Bhakti, Dhyana, Yogat. That is what Brahmaji is going to teach. But a person who is humble enough and who is an adhikari and who will not stop even if he doesn't obtain even in a billion lives such a determination. Sri Ramakrishna emphasizes this very much. And who had got tremendous faith in the Guru, that means in the scriptures, that means in God, such a person, Yogya Adhikari Purushaha Sishyaha. So both the teacher and the student, Guru and Sishya, must pray together on the part of the Guru so he can convey without any defect. On the part of the Sishya, he will be able to understand it, grasp it, and have faith in it, and practice it, and will not stop not until the goal is reached, as Swami Vivekananda had put it. So, this Om helps us both. This is a prayer. A prayer is said in order to ward off all the obstacles and to invoke the grace of the Lord for the success of any undertaking. And this prayer can be mental or vocal. One need not always open the mouth. Far better. When there is nobody, you chant loudly, that the very chanting has got tremendous power. I can tell you, every word has a tremendous power. Not only sacred words, secular words also have tremendous power. The moment somebody remembers, this is called wine, drink, immediately his mind will be corrupted. Similarly, if anybody utters the word, you are a rogue, you are a scoundrel, how much murders have taken place just because ijjat chala gaya. My self-respect is destroyed by you. So in Western countries, duels used to take place, especially in France. So for the success of any undertaking, prayer should be there, mental or vocal. And there are two types of prayers are there. A broad spectrum prayer, for example, Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. May everybody be happy and everybody be free from all diseases, from all sufferings. That is for the sake of everybody. But specific prayer. Oh Lord, see that I progress without any obstacles. My realization is a specific prayer. And every prayer has three parts are there, factors are there. The success of any undertaking depends upon three factors. What are they? In Sanskrit, they're called prayatna, kala, and daiva. Prayatna means unflagging self-effort, right? Self-effort. Kala, everything takes a time. Supposing you want some beautiful mangoes, sweet mangoes, then you have to take the trouble of putting the seed and then looking after it. Maybe after 10 years, 8 years, 10 years, slowly your effort will be crowned with success. So this is called prayatna, right effort regarding everything. But kala, everything takes time. Kalena atmani vindati. Bhagavan Krishna says in the Gita, only in course of time. Just now I close my eyes in prayer and I open and say everything is obtained by me. No, kala it takes. It was said that Dasharatha had taken 60,000 years in order to please God. Then third factor is the grace of God, because there may be effort, there may be time, but there is something called karma phala. Daiva means God's grace. God's grace alone can nullify the karma phala as in the present. Like Narada, there is they say about a story about Narada. One day he saw an insect, and then his heart melted in pity. Oh my God, this insect will have to go through lakhs of births, then it becomes a human being, and several lakhs of births after that to become a real Brahmana. Brahmana means an Adhikari Purusha. And then it will take long time of sadhana, and then Mahata Kalena, Kalena Mahata, Yoga, Yoga Siddhi Prapyate, Kalena, Mahata Kalena. So it takes a long time. He took pity, but he blessed that may you attain mukti. And such people's words will never go in vain. What happened? As soon as he uttered the blessing, the insect died and it was reborn. It was dying, rebirth. Within a short time, it attained to human being, died. Then it obtained all the qualities within the twinkling of an eye, and ultimately it became liberated. Even though he said, may you attain mukti, it took some time, very shortened time. And that's exactly what had happened in the case of Sri Ramakrishna. As Swami Shardananji explains, it took only 3 days maximum to attain siddhi, success, in any of Sri Ramakrishna's undertakings, because his whole soul mind with complete self-surrender to the Divine Mother. Without her permission, he will not do anything. And then there is no wonder he became successful, but by the grace of the Divine Mother. And same thing happened in the life of Totapuri Maharaj. But when he initiated Sri Ramakrishna into sannyasa and then asked him to meditate and went away, immediately Sri Ramakrishna plunged into deep nirvikalpa samadhi. And Totapuri was surprised. Kya daivi maya hai? I took 40 years on the banks of the Narmada to attain this effect. And this, my disciple, has attained instantaneously. He did not know what Sri Ramakrishna's mind was made up of, but he did not know even about himself. 40 years is nothing. 40 million years is nothing. If there is Divine Mother's grace, 40 years is nothing. Now, very interesting question comes. 40 years he was meditating. Was it a waste of time? Was it not enjoying what Gaudapada calls rasaswadana? Was he not enjoying his spiritual progress by getting better and better type of happiness all the time? Let us never forget it. Spiritual progress means person becomes more good as a person approaches God, who is termed as Sat, Chit, and Ananda, holy and wise and blissful. As we approach nearer to blazing fire, we get the more and more heat, etc., heat and light. Similarly, when a person approaches a seashore, more and more cool breeze comes. Similarly, when a person approaches God, he grows in holiness, he grows in wisdom, of course, he grows in bliss. So, any person who has turned towards God, if he says, I am not happy, there is only under one condition he can claim, I am not happy. I am not happy because even though I am getting bliss, but I want to go quickly and become one with God. And that's why I'm not happy. This is called Vyakulata. So, spiritual progress itself is progress in higher and higher type of happiness. So, this 40 years of Totapuri Maharaj was not a waste, but he did not understand how many people attain even within 40 years, let alone 40 years, even 40 lives. How many people attain spiritual progress? The only way is Divine Mother's grace. He never understood it. He thought, I have achieved everything by my own effort. But the Divine Mother was even more gracious. She brought him to Sri Ramakrishna so that Sri Ramakrishna could remove that last obstacle. It is all my effort. And one night, as we know, he decided to commit suicide. And that night he became enlightened that nothing belongs to you. So your body did sadhana by my will, your mind did sadhana by my will. If both your body and mind belong to me, that is the speciality. Then he understood. Tanu, mana, dhana, everything he offered, complete Sharanagati. And the man who refused for 11 months to enter into the temple of the Mother Kali at Dakshineswar, he understood his disciple, but my disciple is far, far unimaginably superior to me. Now only I understand some of his actions. Let us go to your mother and happily bow down. And then mother graciously consented. Now you can depart. Your job is over. Now you are complete. Purna. So, prayatna, kala, daiva means God's grace. That is necessary. So, this prayer means let me accept these three, especially God's grace. Om means, as I said, pranava. Pranava means every blessing. Then Bhadram karnevihi shnuyama devaha. Devaha here means adhishtatru devatas, the devatas, without whose grace we would never have been even alive. Because of whose grace we have obtained a human birth. Because of whose grace our minds have turned towards God. Because of whose grace we have fit body and mind. So for that purpose, what should we do? The instruments are ready. So that is why Bhadram Karnebi Shnuyama Devaha. May we listen to what is most auspicious, meaningful, truthful with our ears. What does it mean? Let us have the opportunity to listen good things, to scriptures and satsanga, it shraddha. Similarly, Bhadram Pashyema Akshavihi Yajatraha. O Yajatraha, O worshipful gods, by your grace, may we see what is auspicious. What does it mean? So, who are the Yajatras? That means Yaja means to worship. Yajna comes from that Yaj, or to fit to be hymned. And these devatas who are to be hymned, who are to be worshipped through pujas, yagnas, yagas, tirthayatras, etc., and who are the only fit recipients of praise, protection, etc., by may we have your grace. Who are the devatas? They are nothing but manifestation of Ishvara viewed from different standpoints. As I explained many times, Ishvara in the form of wealth, happiness is Lakshmi. Ishvara in the form of, like, Prime Minister appoints a cabinet and then he assigns, this is Home Office, this is Foreign Department, this is Home Department, this is Educational Department, this is Foreign Policy Department, etc., etc. It is all his power, but he distributes his power to proper people so that things can be done. All the adhishtatru or presiding deities are like that. They are nothing but Ishvara's different manifestations. So, O gods, the devas, let them bless us, protect us, and endow us with the necessary equipment so that our spiritual journey in this samsara may continue. So, devas are nothing but the manifestations of Ishvara. Why should we pray? Because we are not born. Nobody is born just to be in samsara. Samsara is like an aeroplane, a bus, a train, to go from where we are to some other place. And what is that some other place? Moksha. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. That is the journey. We travel to Dharma. That means what? We are not dharmic. We have to become dharmic. Then we have to progress to Artha, make the instruments fit. Then we have to enjoy or use, utilize everything, body and mind, in the proper way. And if we do that, ultimately we attain moksha, or which is called Parama Purushartha, the ultimate goal of every creature. May we see with our eyes things that are conducive for moksha, for spiritual happiness. Always remember, for God realization means always remember. May we become holy, may we become wise, and may we be travel joyfully like a baby takes faltering steps, but always his sight is fixed on the mother or father, so that if there is any stumbling, and they are watching, if he is about to injure himself, so they will go and rush and hold. They are there nearby. But he wants to please, and I am also making an effort. So may our eyes help us see Ishvara, who is the most auspicious. That is called Bhadram. Who is Bhadram? Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive. All these words, Mangala, Mangalya, Shiva, auspicious, that which is good. What is the ultimate auspiciousness? God realization. So, how can we travel towards Ishvara? Only by helping what he had provided us, the ears and the eyes. The eyes have to see God everywhere. And how can we see? So the Shruti, everywhere, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. So in the Ishavasya Upanishad, very beginning itself, we have seen Ishavasya Sarvam Yat Kincha Jagatyam Jagat Tena Tektena. only whatever way he wishes you to live this life by endowing you with an appropriate body, mind, circumstances, society, etc. So, tena tektena bunjitha. You enjoy your life, progress in life towards God. So that is what is called Bhadram Pashyema. May we see everything. So we need to see more than what our eyes really see. What does it mean? You look at a especially a wicked person. What do we see? A wicked person. But we have to see with our buddhi, not only with our eyes. What does it mean? May we have that wisdom to see, to help us see God, everything as Ishwar. For example, the Ramakrishna saw the Divine Mother everywhere. We know so many stories. He worshipped Holy Mother herself. But what about any other woman? He said, I see every woman as my Divine Mother, Anandamayi Ma. And one day he saw a prostitute waiting for customers. That is what we see. And what did Sri Ramakrishna say? He saw Mother Sita waiting for Rama. Every woman is a Sita, every man is a Rama. Is it a fact? That is the only fact. And what are we seeing? This is called Brahma. So we have to travel from Brahma to Brahma. Some people even don't know how to pronounce Brahma, Brahma. So that is nearer to Brahma. Like Arati is pronounced as Arti. Arti means distress. Arati means praise. Harati. In Telugu language, we call it Harati. Ha. I don't know why it has come. So, Bhadram Shunayama, Bhadram Pashyema. Let our eyes see what is the reality, not what we see as Maya. What does it mean? It means may we not see the defects in people, but see only the virtues in everybody. Everybody has something great which we do not have. So we don't need to be jealous at all. Even the most famous person in this whole world doesn't have a virtue which either one person or the other person doesn't have. For example, simple example, Holy Mother can never cook better than most of our devotees. So she got even angry. One day, a young boy, her own disciple, he was helping her prepare chapatis, rotis with wheat dough. And then when he was making, every chapati was coming perfectly round. And what she was coming, it was coming more uh, uh, like a 10 angled star, something like that. And somebody remarked, look, mother, this boy prepares far better than you. And mother got annoyed, playful, in playfulness. What? I've been preparing for the last 50 years. I have become old by preparing chapatis. And you are praising this young boy who doesn't know even milk is running from his mouth, corners of the mouth even now. I will not prepare. Like that she went away. These are all Bhagavat Leelas. So Holy Mother used to say, but what was her first commandment? Do not find fault with anyone, find fault with others. But on the other hand, Pratipaksha Bhavana, find faults within your own self. There is no other way. So the buddhi has to be developed. Pratipaksha Bhavana. We are accustomed to see defects. Why do we do that? There is a psychological reason for that. We feel ourselves better when we see other people's defect. No, no, I'm not like that. I'm better than the other person. In Telugu language, there is a very beautiful saying, unless a person has the same defects, he will never be able to recognize same defects in anybody else. Let's say a baby doesn't say thief. He sees a stranger, not a thief at all. So this is deliberately, we have to develop pratipaksha bhavana, means the opposite way of seeing. That is, instead of finding fault, we have to see the virtues. So the buddhi has to be converted into a saintly buddhi, so that he will see good in everywhere, not only in people, not only in non-people, in every event. Every event is nothing but good. Everything is good, because who is running the universe? Only God. So the prayer really indicates, may we have all the good qualities, spiritual qualities, so that we can progress quickly in our spiritual journey. Then, sthirairangai tushtuvam sastanubihi yashema devahitam yadayuhu. What does it mean? Sthirairangai. May we be able to appreciate your glory, admire your glories all the time, and everything in this world is a glory of the Lord, and may we be able to do that. How are we going to do that? Because our eyes must see what is good, our ears must hear what is good, our nose must smell what is good, our every part of the body should be able to do what it is supposed to do. That is why in the Shiva Aparadha Kramapana Stotram, we have, if I move my hands, it is your even vesper service. If I move my legs, it is going round pradakshina to you, or going on a pilgrimage. If I mouth utter some words, it is praising of you. That means I must only appreciate. That is, God doesn't require your puny words. That is, whenever you meet somebody, be positive, look for positive things, and think positively, speak positively, then you become very happy person. So, oh God's endeavors with healthy limbs, healthy body, healthy mind, healthy aspiration, and so that we can always offer our worship. How long? How long? That is also said. So it is said in our Shastras that our birth, jati, and our ayu, how long we are going to live, and bhoga, how much happiness and unhappiness as a result of karma phala. So long as you allot our life. How does God allot our life? He doesn't have discrimination or partiality. He doesn't say, one person I will make him live 120 years, another person only 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. No. He only is called Vidhata. He only grants whatever we have ourselves have created through our past janma. So may we have healthy body, healthy mind, healthy buddhi, and that is what we pray in the Gayatri Upasana, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. And then Devahitam. What is Devahitam? That is, we become grateful. Hitam means gratefulness. Let us show our gratefulness only to the Divine Lord. We should not ask, give me a short life or a longer life. Does anybody wish shorter life? Yes. Every person who is undergoing suffering says, let me not. If there is a way out of suffering, then quickly let me get out of it. But if we do not see any hope, oh Lord, I cannot bear this suffering, you take me away. That is sometimes unuttered prayer, even though if God wants to take us, that would be what we really desire. But ordinarily people say, give me a healthy life, a long life. No, do not ask for long life. Do not ask for shorter life. What do I want? Whatever be the life allotted to me according to my prarabdha karma, let it be there. But it should be hitam, that which makes it useful, and my journey progresses, and then my life becomes fruitful really, and there are only 4 fruits in that order: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Somewhere I heard a beautiful saying, English saying, it says, don't add years to your life, but add life to your years. Life is a journey. What is this journey? From inorganic to Brahman. It is a Vedanta journey. It is a spiritual journey. It is a journey of approaching a Sadguru, sitting at his feet, tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya, etc. So, may we engage ourselves with healthy body and limbs all our lifetime, worshipping the devatas. May we live, above all, a dharmic life as taught by the Vedas, by our Guru. May we please the devatas by such a life. It is not what we offer, miserable fruits, miserable flowers, etc. But the gods are pleased. That means Ishvara is pleased by the type of life we lead, dharmic life, not what we offer. In fact, we have nothing to offer, because whatever we offer, just as we say, Ganga Jale, Ganga Puja. So, O presiding deities, this is our prayer. Make our bodies and minds fit instruments, so that a fit mind, what is a fit mind? Which inclines happily that to worship God, to think of God, and an intense yearning to reach God. So yajana means prayer or worship, and trana means protection. So through prayer, those beings who protect us, they are called yajatra. Tra means to protect. Those deities definitely will help all of us, whoever does these prayers, etc., through mantras. Mantras are very powerful. This is a general prayer. Then specific gods are addressed now. Swastina Indro Vrithashravah. May Indra, who is the exalted one, so who deserves all praise, give us or bestow us with well-being. Well-being, there must be prayers, there must be shreyas, our life in the world must be happy, and our life, our spiritual life, must also be happy. Now, most people don't understand that if we separate spiritual life from worldly life turns out to be a terrible misery and suffering, because spiritual life alone can make worldly life very enjoyable. And that is a point we have to keep always in the mind, because if we are spiritual, our mind becomes positive. With a positive mind, we are able to view every event, every incident that happens in a very positive way. I remember a beautiful anecdote, and this is a real incident that happened. I don't remember where. In a town, a man was walking. He worked in a military. He lost one of his legs, and he was very miserable, an embodiment of misery. And one day morning, he was walking, and there was a tramp or a beggar, and his feet were covered with a blanket. And he saw this man, took off his hat, and said, "So, good morning, sir. I wish you all the happiness." And that fellow said, "What happiness you are talking about? You don't know what you are talking about. Look, I lost one of my legs, and how do you expect me to be happy? I'm young, and no girl wants to marry me with one leg. So nowadays, every girl wants to marry only a fellow with one leg, but plenty of money. That is the condition, because he can't go anywhere." Now, what is the point? The beggar, he's still smiling, and his face was suffused with happiness. He removed his blanket, and the visitor saw he did not have both his legs were gone. in an accident many years back. So if a person with no legs can be so happy, another person with one leg should be able to be much, much happier. If compared to blind people who can't see anything, a fellow who could see at least with one eye should be able most happy. So this way of looking at things, that is what comes sadbuddhi, and it should come only by God's grace. So may Indra, who is the exalted one, who deserves all praise, give us well-being. Now I am not referring to Pauranic Indra. I am referring to Indra as the knower of Brahman, as we had discussed in the Kena Upanishad. He is called Vriddhashravaha, means from the beginning his name and fame had spread. How? Because he was the one of the first of the deities who realized Brahman through the instruction of a guru in the form of a Uma Haimavati. That is, a divine mother's grace, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Buddhirupena Samstita, Vidyarupena Samstita, Shraddharupena Samstita. All those we have to remember all the time. So may Lord Indra, the knower of Brahman, Vriddhashravaha, great glory. And what is the glory? That he is a realizer of Brahman, Brahmagnani. May he bless me with means. May he also turn me into a glorious sadhaka and finally help me to attain, become a gnani like himself. You know why? Because this Indra or any Sadguru, he obtains the highest happiness. And once a person enjoys it, his only desire will be, let everybody enjoy, because he knows that other people have no faith and they are worldly people, but they are ajnanis because of Maya. It is for no fault of theirs. It is only Mahamaya's fault. That is why Narada begged, "O Lord, may I never fall under your bewitching Mahamaya." And Bhagavan Vishnu said, Tathastu. Remember, now here we may have some kind of Puranic memories, how Vishwamitra was performing yajnas, great tapasya. He wanted to become a knower of Brahman like Vasishta, and he did 1,000 years tapasya, and Indra was frightened. This man may be the next prime minister. 2024, these elections are going to come. So put some obstructions. He sent the very tempting woman. This is the nonsensical story I have dealt with so many times in my classes. Who was Indra? He was a knower of Brahman. How can he prevent anybody out of jealousy? No. What he wants to say, my son, you will not progress a single step further, even if you do 1,000,000 years of tapasya, until the obstacles which will not allow you to move 1 centimeter forward are completely destroyed. So this, he sent the woman, and this Vishwamitra fell, and that act of falling has rescued him. He became intensely aware that I have been suffering from a suppressed lust, and then he resolved. This is the psychological method. Once we become aware of any defect, then only the remedy will come, how to get rid of it. So he again went back, and again same incident took place. This time also he cursed that again you came to tempt me. And through that curse, he lost all his, what is called, whatever progress he thought he was making. And again he understood. Kama is not good, Krodha is not good, Lobha is not good. How? Trividam narakasyedam dwaram nashanam atmanah kama krodha tadha lobha tasmat etatrayam tyajet. Not only that, kama yesha krodha yesha rajoguna mahashano mahapatma vidyenam yavairinam. Kama and krodha. That is insatiable. You more you enjoy, you more get angry, you will get still more angry. You more you fulfill your desires, that becomes like feeding a fire with petrol. So Bhagavan Indra had helped through these incidents so that the man becomes completely aware. That's what God is going to do. Every obstacle that comes to us is a grace of God so that we fall and we suffer and we become awakened, hopefully with some wisdom. I have these defects, etc. Swastinah Pusha Vishwavedaha. Then the Adhishtratra Devata, Surya Devata. Pusha means he who nourishes everything with life, without life. Even the oceans, even the mountains. Most people don't know that there was a time when there were no Himalayas. And there is a time now, they have the highest peak, Mount Everest. And most people also are not aware. Every year, the Himalayas are melting and the Himalaya Parvata is becoming shorter and shorter. How many years it will go? Don't fear. Not in your lifetime. It will take billions. Before that, long before that, I assure you, you are going to attain mukti. So you are not going to suffer. The sun is going to come. He is the nourisher. And what? Vishwaveda. He knows everything. Vishwa means everything. Veda means knowing. He is all knower. Therefore, the all knowing sun god. And we owe our life. Gama Vishwasya Bhutani. So, Bhagavan Krishna says, in the form of Pushnami Aushadhi Sarvaha. So, I nourish the whole universe in the form of the sun and in the form of the moon. May such all knowing Lord, he knows, because who can help us? Only a knowing person can help us. Who is a Sadguru? A guru who knows what are our problems and also solutions. So this sun is called Prajapati, is called Samvatsaraha, and he stands for Ishvara, the all-knowing Lord. Let us enjoy the grace of Ishvara in the form of the sun. So what will we get? The all-knowing Ishvara in the form of the sun bless us with all knowledge. What is all knowledge? Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. This is called all knowledge. So what is the prayer? Every upper caste person in the beginning, in the early morning and evening, he must do facing the sun. Bhurbhuvasvaha tat saviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yonaha prachodayat. So we see in the Ishavasya Upanishad also addressing the sun, Surya Devata. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya apihitam mukham tatvam pushan apavrunu satyadharmaya prishtayi. So that all-knowing Surya Pusha swastinaha vishvedevaha dadatu. Let him grant us that knowledge by which we can also realize Brahman. So he is the nourisher of all. He is Vishvedevaha means all-knower. Then swastinaha tarkshyah arishtaniyamihi. Tarkshya, Garuda, the Vahana of Bhagavan Vishnu. Swastinaha tadhatu. We have to always add that tadhatu. Let him grant in the form of Garuda Devata. And who is he? Arishtanemihi, the destroyer of all aristas. Arishta means all sufferings, all obstructions. Tarkshya means what? One who can move everywhere without without coming facing any obstacle. Because Akasha means space, so there is no obstacle at all. So may Tarkshya or Garuda or the Vahana of Bhagavan Narayana do good to us. And I also explained, so what is Garuda Devata? Another name for Garuda is Guru, because whenever any devotee is in distress, Garuda Devata, he carries Bhagavan Narayana. So Guru also carries Bhagavan in his heart to every one of his disciples and then imparts, this is your mother, this is your father, and these earthly mothers and fathers are only representatives of that divine. So, O Garuda, please bless me, means let my spiritual journey be as smooth as your movement in this space. In short, let there be nothing which can obstruct me. Let me progress in spiritual life. Then, Swastina Brihaspati Dadhatu. What is it? Let Brihaspati, a Devaguru, Brihaspati, are also known as Vakpati. That means he is the Lord of all wisdom. Brihaha, every wisdom he knows. That is why, so long as the gods or devatas listen to him, they will never come to any wrong thing. They will not be destroyed. Whereas look at Shukracharya, he dealt with him. He advised his disciple, Bali Chakravarti, that don't give this, what is called cunning Vishnu. He is coming in the form of take away everything. God will never take away everything because he cannot take. He can only give everything. And by putting his foot on Bali Chakravarti's head, he gave a what we call registered Bali Chakravarti. This is a registered bhakta of mine at Velur Math, and that is what he does it. So Brihaspati stands for Guru also. Every Guru bears Bhagavan in his heart and gives him to different disciples in the form of different names suitable for a very different person. But Sachidananda alone is the Guru. Swastinaha, Sacha Brihaspati Tadatu. So let him give this Deva Guru, and Deva Guru means what? There is no other Guru equivalent to him. May that Brihaspati make me intelligent enough to absorb the teaching. And why? Because there are some disciples who came, especially this Ashvalayana came to Brahma himself. So until I reach my goal of realizing Brahman, let there be no obstacle. Make me intelligent. Only an intelligent person can cognize all the problems, all the obstacles, that which is going to delay his journey, and also have enough intelligence. What is the best means of overcoming the obstacles? It is not that obstacles will never come. It is stupidity, idiocy to hope that there will be no obstacle. In fact, obstacles are our greatest friends. Every failure is a stepping stone to success. Had there been no obstacle, we will be only what is called stocks and stones. We will be only foot rugs. We will not progress at all. Whatever progress we make is all because of some obstacles that come. That is why Swami Vivekananda advised his disciples at Thousand Island Park. Now his teachings have come in the form of a book called The Inspired Talks. Therein he says, in the Inspired Talks, that if you want to progress in spiritual life, all those people who want to progress in spiritual life, they must go to a place and live in such a place where everybody will find fault with him, criticize him, look down upon him, create any number of obstacles to him. What do? We want just the opposite. And what is the result? We will be here for a long time in samsara. But no, you go and live there, because every obstacle may be disheartening at the beginning, but later on, we try to overcome them. This is a fact of life. If there is no obstacle, there is no progress at all. So may that Brihaspati make me intelligent enough to absorb the teaching so that I can translate it to my day-to-day spiritual journey. So for that, may He bless me with intelligence. Then what is remaining? 3 times Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So why 3 times? Because every creature undergoes 3 types of problems. That is called Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, and Adhidaivika. What does it mean? It means Adhyatmika means body, mind, our own problems, our Purvajanma samskaras, and our body, and our mind, mostly our mind, and our circumstances. They are not created or given by God. They are, we have created them specifically with certain actions in our past life. And all these are good because it is only through going through them that we are going to progress in life. That is why it's very important to take life in a most positive way. So this is the first obstacle, Adhyatmika. Then Adhibhautika, external world. It is not in our control. Many events happen, and those events also happen because of our own past karma. It is hard to interpret this way. It is hard to believe that one. I'm giving you a practical hint. Now, the present situation that we see in the Middle East between Israel and all the Muslim Arab countries, Muslim countries, is it a human being's fault or is it God's will? Yes, it is God's will, and it is because of the prarabdha karma. If we believe in karma siddhanta, it would be hypocritical to believe anything is happening without our karma phala. We don't deserve it, so we get either good or evil. No, the Divine Mother is looking at the way we are living our life. There is no dharma. Everybody is adharmic. It is not only the leaders, but the led also. They are not only the shepherd, but the sheep also. Everybody is leading such an adharmic life, which is considered as a most normal form of life. Anyway, I am a believer in this. It is only the Divine Mother's will. Through that, she is teaching us a lesson. And in fact, this lesson had come after the Second World War. There were a what is called particular organization called UN, United Nations Organization. And what is the purpose? We have to learn our lessons from how we have trying to destroy ourselves, and we will try to prevent such thing repeating in future. But what is happening? Exactly the same thing happens. That is why some wise person, he cracks that history repeats itself. And every time it repeats, the price goes up. So now you see what price people are paying. It is not that somebody is creating problem for somebody else. It is our own karma phala. If I preach this to anybody, I will be the first person to be killed perhaps. But this is the truth. That's what the scripture is telling. And who is running the universe? God is running the universe. Does he not know? He knows. Then who is creating? Only he is creating. Why is he creating? For our own good, like our mothers and fathers. So this is called Adi Bhautika, famines or floods or any other type of obstacle external, that is called Adi Bhautika. Then Adi Daivika. We are not grateful to gods. As I said many times, the presiding deities are helping us. We must lift our hearts in prayer to acknowledge them, and that is the way they are pleased. Any prayer, any praise, any puja is only giving thanks to them for what they have done us. But by their grace, let there be no obstacles, either Adhyatmika way, Adhibhautika way, or Adhidaivika way. This prayer mantra, this is most marvelous mantra. I try to explain it in the proper way, and we will start this Kaivalya Upanishad proper in our next class. Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Sritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. May the Ramakrishna Holy Mother and Swami Vivekananda bless us all with bhakti. Hey Ramakrishna.